Hey guys, welcome to my video. This is your host John. Uh, uh, uh this is the martial arts information. Welcome to the video. Today I'm gonna talk about karate, and I got little drawings of these different stances. Of course, I'm not gonna start taking time and go into those stances. We're just gonna talk about karate. That's my base of 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 karate. My background, I've been doing karate for a long time, right? They basically, you got in the stance here, which I'll show you. You get the roll down stance. You got, it's very elongated, and you forward, you square off, and you chamber your hands up here, and before you go in, you go. They want you to take your hand, right, and then turn turn your body, and you go to a lower block, and that's most when you start off katas. So if you go and you do hanging shoulder, the true principle is I'm turning my body and I'm blocking the legs, and it's come. And the reality is I'm blocking that leg. I want to hit and come back up. That's the reality of the movement. It doesn't look like that when you do kata, because it looks so stiff. But the other thing, bam, I'm gonna get out of the way, and then I want to come back. Maybe come back, step, bam, step back and step. So if I am out of the way, if I get my hand down, I can step, right? Step and do another punch. Now, ideally, that wanna in kata you wanna and chamber punch that way, because the punch in the stance I'm talking about is Sekasudachi. So I'm gonna say that again. Zen Kasu Senkasu Dachi. Right? That's the main stance you do. It's a front stance. Okay, in other words, you in that stance, your hands, I believe I got another drawing. Your hands are chambered down. You can throw a punch, and you have MMA, something like MMA stance where it's similar but not as wide of a stance. It's more um like a boxing stance, right? And the difference is with the so you punch all go by the same length. I obviously suck at drawing, not the greatest, but your hands your hands are not chippered up like the Cody guy is. Your hands not it's not gonna be chambered up, right? And you are this versus this, right? You're this. I've got like a punch because you can't see my body and have my arm down. It's not how it's not feasible. But the idea is your hand as soon as you throw a punch, your body rotates. You throw it, and you now the downfall, and this is the downfall. If you train with karate and you got that memory that your 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 body mirrors, try to do perfect form, and it's easier to put your hands down when you throw a punch, or if you are sparring, your hands gonna be down. You will not you're not gonna have your hands up. No, you want to, because you're trying to get that same rotation. Same rotation when you throw that punch. You might drop the hands and let you open to a hook, right? Boom, I'm hit. Bam. You gonna get got, right? You gonna get tagged, possibly knocked out. So I think Evan and Connor, I think it would be better. Somebody, okay, so I know I gotta turn this way, turn my body this way. I also know that instead of trimming my hand right here to where it's tight, because the point of this being tight is when I come back, I can, and now this is the other side is tight, right? That's the whole thing. When you see somebody in the Kibidachi, which is it's not the greatest drawing right here, but this is little here is a horse stance. Kibidachi is horse stance. That's why I drew him kind of like he's riding a horse. And you are the and the great thing about Kibidachi is if you do karate, you could easily turn to that and you come here, and it flows really well. So Kibidachi, and so you got those two, and I'm not going to go into all these details of different Goku Su Dachi, which is like a cat stance, where your foot and is they're closer together. One of the you can see forces these two stances. This stance and the Kibidachi, the Kakosu Dachi, this of course is not the greatest drawing of it, is closer. I think I'll definitely do that real time, show you guys when talk about later in the down the road of the video. So the point is, some of these stance that karate does are unrealistic in a fighting set, but when you go into sparring, it's another different animal, because you're no longer in that stance. You're more of the like an MMA stance. You're adapting to fight. That way you can move better, right? You and you're hopping. You go back and forth. You go back and forth like this, like shit. You know, and like you in a Bruce Lee movie. You know, Bruce will do that hopping move as well. It's the purpose of that is to be able to move in and out. You moving in and out like this, right? And I know this, I'm about to do some dancing move while I'm doing this, but the ideally is that if I'm going here, I can quickly fade if I need to. But I come here and pendulum back and forth like this, right? And so ideally, if I'm here, boom, I'm gonna come back out. Or unless I can't create that space that I want, and then I will create a box. I will I'll step to those out. I will use my hand movements by going in and out like this. If I'm in a tight space, then it's gonna be up to me as a defender is to use movements, use my hands, kind of, because even you're not really able to have a big space to create space, you're creating space by wedging your hands out, so that way you can get to the space that you want, that you're comfortable with. And learning jiu-jitsu and learning wrestling, all that fun jazz, it's great because you can learn how to spread out, and you can learn how to bridge, and you can learn how to get to a dominant position, and you're able to get to the position that you want, to be honest. Some people like to be on the backs because they're comfortable, they can find a dominant position from the back, and great for submission. But will it work for you in the streets? I don't think so, because normal people who've never done any martial arts won't know they are in trouble to be in, because they're about to be in submission, what have you. You get bust by more, yeah, it hurts. You got people who's that got high talent, tolerance, and pain, and all of a sudden, snap, the shoulder's messed up, the arm is broken. Now, in a lot more pain because they don't know how to tap. Now, you in a different situation, man. That'd be great in sports. You especially when somebody knows how to tap. Oh man, I'm in the Kimura. I'm in trouble. I'm in the umbar. I'm in trouble. I'm in a leg lock. I'm in trouble. I'm in a guillotine. Guillotine. I'm in a rear naked choke. Whatever. I'm gonna tap out. If I can't get out of the situation, I'm gonna tap out. Right? Learning how to adapt to a situation. Like hold on. I'll be right back, guys. If I know this is Mickey, but if you doing this to somebody smaller than you, and you pick him up like this, that's horrible. You win already, right? Obviously, I shouldn't do that to Toy, but the point I'm saying is, if that was a real person, and I'm fighting him, so much I'm fighting a midget, right? I'm not able. I can pick him up. I can overpower the guy. It's basically a no contest. Can a midget beat me in a fight? If he's been if he's been trained, possibly. I'm sorry, I said midget. I think it covers. I'm not to sound insensitive. Little people, sorry, my bad. On that word, I know That sounds sensitive. I don't know if dwarf is a good word. I think I don't think people will get offended just by what you say, and um, I think the word midget just been around a long time. You hear it a long time. You don't really think about I call my kids midgets, and that's to me. I'm not here to offend anybody. But the point I was saying, if you got beef, I would have walked away. I guess a guy who's a small person. I'm not gonna fight somebody who's not because I'm scared or not because I think I can beat him. Right? Is better. I don't care even if the person is my height. If I have the choice instead of going to jail, it's better to just walk away from a situation because uh if you're in the public that standing on your ground, that's not gonna cut it. Oh, it was self defense. You go to jail. You going to jail. All these YouTubers, oh, this will work if you uh um hit them this way, or if you could grab into the multi clench, or if you poke the eyes, or you hit them in the throat. Hold on, guys. I don't know if you can see me. Oh yeah, can you see me? It's probably a little dark. Right? So, or they have a stick and show the movements. This is the uh, X-Partner, and that's whatever. I can flick here. I can go up here and down this way. Disclaimer. I'm showing you guys. You can find this shit on other New York. I'm just getting a point here. If I hit somebody with the bottom of my stick, I can slash down. And he's like, well, if this was a machete, that's game over because I'm cutting the guy's head off at that point. You teaching somebody, not only I can hit somebody, but I can cut him with as if this was as a machete, right? I can get hit and slash. This is America. You hit and slash, you go to prison. Jack, you hit strike with a stick, you going to prison. They were looking at, oh, well, he has a stick in his hand. You, only way this is okay is you in your home. The law states the only way you can defend yourself sitting on the ground if it's at home or at your car. Because that's your property, your thing. You going into your car, and you hit somebody, you can hit them right here, right? It's okay. Even if you accidentally kill a guy. So I was defending myself. I was getting him to my car. Castle that dog room. I'm not saying, hey, let's see if that would work. Smash that person's hand in. Fuck that. You probably go to prison. But look at the laws. Only, I believe, 23 laws only 23 states has that standing ground law. I think pretty sure it's only 23, and maybe a little bit more, but not much more. Not it's not even close to half of the United States that has that kind of law. You're fucked if you don't have a that kind of law, my friend, because if you accidentally kill somebody, you will get 15 years in that state, at least. Yeah, I mean, think about it. Con Air is a prime example of this. I can't think of the character's name that Nicolas Cage play, but he had 15 years. He probably got out a little less under 15 years if he had good behavior. But in fact, I think he was getting out anyways, right? He was always out. He was riding the Con Air plane to travel, and he decided to stay in. Who knows, right? But they had to do something to make a good movie, right? Con Air is a fantastic movie, but I think I like Larry Lawton's intake of that movie. He said he's been on Con Air. He's really, I mean, he, you know, watch that video of him talking about Con Air. That's not weird. I mean, the point I was just saying, folks, is that you can move around, flipping, all that jazz, but that would work, and this would protect you under the Castle Doctrine law, where you can possibly, if necessary, use lethal force. Now I want to tell you guys a story about my uncle, no names, don't need to put his name out there, but my uncle, he went to a bar, and this is when Obama was in office still. He did not like Obama. He hated him. And anywho, he decided to be like, oh, you like this shirt from Aaron? Check it out. My wife, she made this shirt. If you like this shirt, and I'll put a description down below on how you can have one of these shirts to your own hoodies, whatever you want. We'll make we'll design anything you want on your shirt. Like I said, I'll put the description down below. Also, since you've been here this long, smash that notification bell. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe. Hit the like button like this. Alright. Back to the story. My uncle was at he was at the bar, but he could play pool. It was, well, you know, he played pool and got to talk to these people, and he told them his opinion about Barack Obama. He said anybody who voted or is for Obama is an abomination. And according to him, they didn't like that. One guy, he held him, and he was to Charlie. He held him. He heard one guy said, "This guy think we're playing." we're gonna get this guy. And he knows one guy was holding he said he didn't drink. He was a drinker. But he had a bottle. My uncle took a pool school. He was, like I said, he was shooting pool. And then took it and swing. I'm sure he probably used it like a bat and swing. The tip of it, the skinny tip that he hit, it hit the jawline. Fractures the man's jawline in 3 pieces. Put him in the he was in the hospital for a while. The cube stick broke in half, smashed him in. He was on leave, trying to leave, get out of Dodge, but one of the people who was bigger than him got him on the ground and made it to the police. Right. And he was in prison for 5 years. He was sentenced for 12, but he was in there for 5. Now they have half of the sentence. Good behavior, right? But what his charges was aggravated assault, I think it was second degree, first degree, one of those degrees. I think it was 6 degrees assault, second degree of property damage, and 3rd degree on property damage. He gave him 12 consecutive years, like Larry Lawton had. But luckily, Michael did not have to serve the full time. He was, I think he was, he had to spend his rest of his time as probation. He had to do probation, and I'm sure he had a hefty fine. I mean, think about it. He had a fine. He had to, and if he, I believe it was said, if he violated on any of the Georgia's terms, he would have to finish his sentence in prison, go back to prison. But anyway, the point, as I was saying, and this is what was point I was saying with that, because he was the president thinking that the stand your ground law applied to him. The reason it did not is because he was still inside the building. He was not in his car going to. He was not going to his car. He was not probably going to his car when he fought those guys. Then he would probably, in that case, he would have come to that term of standing your ground. But this was in Georgia, and that's where, because Georgia has that law, when you can't claim self-defense, because it's part of the Castle Doctrine law. Now that means he wouldn't be able to take his pool stick or the cube stick with him to use that strike. Which, by the way, even with this stick, I'm going to that same region. There's a cube stick, a cube stick. Actually, a cube stick, because it's a long weapon, it'd be like a baseball. But you have to imagine though, for him to hit that much, give that much power to break a cube stick. Cube sticks are not easy to. I mean, the top bit, the end of the skin part. I'm sure that it's easy. You can take your knee and snap it in half. Like I can snap this in half with my knee. It's the stick, right? But as if I hit, if I decided to use this as a weapon, and I'm coming down this way, I will this possibly, because the way it's made, wouldn't break that easily. But if you have to defend yourself, and the end of bar, it's easier to use the hands. Maybe slap. If you knock somebody out with a snap, your charges won't be as severe. Reason why is they'll see two people intoxicated, and both will go to jail. True story. But since my uncle used a weapon and made it broken in half, he went to prison. Now, if this was at his house and he did the same thing, it wouldn't matter if the guy that he hit died and from impact. If I could have done it, if he hit to the temple, he said he hit the jaw. I'm sure he went out like because he went like this. Now, if he would have hit with the same force, possibly could have fractioned his skull, which he probably still could live, or crash, incave his skull, which was called death. He would bleed out, die. But luckily, because my uncle was very like, man, I'm thinking my message go to like, but why the reason why he got 12 consecutive years is because he bleed. Like the other thing he was trying to bleed, he was trying to get self-defense. He was trying to get self-defense. Now, if he would have listened to the lawyer and plead guilty, or if he he could have got a deal. He had a deal on the table. So, well, listen, I'm gonna give you 3 years, 3 years serve. That's all you have to do. 3 years versus 3 and 12. That's a big deal. I think his lawyer is like, well, we got this. We can get you on the self-defense charge. Blah 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 blah. Sometimes you might want to go with the deal. If you're guilty, you know what's right in your heart. Take the deal. But maybe that 5 years. What was that 5 years didn't even take? Dude, he's still he's not gonna be stupid and go into the barn and hit somebody. No, it was a home run. But he still look at the African American African American the same way. Uh, After being out of prison, it's not like American History X, where the dude went to prison. He was big, racist, came out of prison. It was that David changed the tune, right? He didn't. He didn't. I know he's blood related, but I love all people. I don't. I don't see uh someone who's of color uh as an as a human being, and you should. Everybody should look at people, no matter what race they are, as people. You know, there's bad African Americans, there's bad Caucasians, and there's bad Asians, there's bad Latin Americans, there's bad people on around. I mean, because later on said that he doesn't believe in bad people, he believes in bad choices. Well, every race, every race in this world can make those bad choices. It's whether or not you want to follow that line of you got everybody or has a clean slate. It's really up to you when you get to a certain age, whether or not you want to keep that clean slate clean. You know, it's even if you are trying your best to have that clean slate, and it sucks. We have a problem where white cops are more hard on people who are colored, mainly the African Americans. George Floyd shouldn't have died. I think he's a cop. No, he makes when a white cop kills an innocent African. No, granted, he wasn't innocent. He robbed people. He was a robber, I believe. I believe he committed a crime, right? I might be wrong. If you put the comments down below, no, he does this, but he didn't deserve to die. Should he went to jail? Yeah, for his crime, sure. Was his crime that so heinous for him to die? No, not at all. He was a human being. He said I can't breathe. I mean, you get that damn knee off, and because he was on the car artery, I'm assuming because when you get somebody arrested, you got them face down. You need them. You try to control them. You got them, their hands behind their back, going and you know and I do believe that Derek, who did that to George Floyd, is getting what he deserves, going to prison. He killed in prison. No cops are above the law. They're supposed to help enforce the law, make everything say in a civil matter, but they're not above the law. And it's crazy how many laws they break because they got a badge, right? Cops speed, but that will get you if you speeding. I'm seeing cops turn their lights just going around that person because that person was going slow. As soon as I got ran around, the lights went off. And that's the thing is, man, we can't divide ourselves against it. We throw up into a strike because the cops are trying to come after us, being aggressive. We get fined. We could probably get beat up for defending ourselves against a cop who's being aggressive, thinking they're above the law. But I can't. The thing is, that will never happen to me, sadly, because I'm white. But if I was black, it'd be the thing. Black people can, African Americans, if they just try to say, hey, wait a minute, I'm not doing anything. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where that happens. They have, if they try to fight back, because they can't, because that's another, they will get fined for it. They will get, it would be add on to a charge, right? They will have they might have no charges, but they try to move or recess. Oh, you resisting? Bam, charge. Now they got charged for resisting arrest, even if they're not under arrest. That's that. It's stupid. I believe that Lily Lauren is right. They should be trained better. I did find it trained better. I know that this video supposed to be talk about self-defense, all that stuff, man. But I have it. I just had to keep this on my chest. And it's that no matter how much you know in self-defense, I don't care what race you are, you can't defend yourself against cops. There's no self-defense against that. You can't defend yourself against a bullet. Somebody take a gun, bang. You can't go here like that. You can't swipe the bullet out of the way. You shot. You're done. Only time when people do gun zones is because the gun infraction, whatever you want to call it, is because when somebody has a gun, I know I'm using my hand, but the point is, if I have a gun, I'm pointing at you, and reach. The idea is I'm hoping that you will give me what I want. I'm trying to rob you. I'm using it as a skill tactic. Ideally, I'm not here to just shoot you. I got a gun. I'm trying to skill you to give you, because I'm desperate. I need what have you got in your water. That's plain and simple. But if you do the gun disarms, one false movement, and this if I turn the person's hand here, now bang, the gun accidentally get goes off, somebody else got shot. Right? So if you're gonna do a disarm whatever, make sure that is taught properly. Or else you're just gonna have a big mess. Right? You go and possibly appear on McDojo live. Right? Rob be happy to do a breakdown on your shitty techniques. When your techniques you think your technique will work, and you try but somebody else try to do them, they're gonna bang bang you dead. right? Or if it's a knife, you dead. You stab. Done. It's it doesn't take a genius. I mean, if this, like I said, boom, boom, boom. If this with a knife, I'll just be elongated. But the point is, I'm trying to show if I'm here, bam, 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 I'm stabbing motion. I'm coming at you, boom, boom, boom. You're dead. You're done. Alright? If this was a gun, done. If I'm right here, boom. I don't. If I'm at home, I have this my shotgun. I don't have to be right here. I can be right here. You done. You shot. Right? That's the one thing about weapons, though. This, I don't have to be right here. I don't have to be where I can touch you. I am a distance right here. I'm handing my child's pinky ring right here. Right? I am right here. You can kind of hit it here at the top. I'm gonna hit that. I'm hitting the little pinky ring that I just showed you. Just be able to touch it. I'm not even close. I can thrust it. I can hit it out into the head. Whatever. I don't have to. If I put it right now, put the stick down. I can't do it. I can't kick it. But pick up what I got. If I pick up something that is a reach for me, I can hit it. Now I am now on a striking distance. Striking distance. I'm able to hit something that was farther away. Right? This wall right here. Now I can punch because I'm in distance. Now I'm distance from the stick. I can hit from the stick. I can't punch here and I can't kick here. I would actually have to move up to throw a kick or punch. Knowing the reach distance between me and my target is crucial. For the next fight, I will discuss. I'm gonna use a stick, and you'll see. That's I don't have to, because I have a stick in my hand. I can thrust and hit you right here. From here to here. That's all I need. I can come in, I can hit you right here with my weapon. Right? If this was a club, if this was a machete, whatever. And you hit, boom, cut. If I hit to the neck, it's like you thought. Cut your head off. Depending how sharp your machete is, right? Boom, done. Hard to hurt. Excuse me. Demonstrated why he didn't like bats. To him. But he also said he doesn't really care for knives as a defensive tool. I do. Now I have nothing against the use of a knife, of a light. Yes, he's right. You can shine a light and blind the person your assailant eyes. Now I can use blind. Boom! Now I can strike. I can strike. I can strike here. I can strike low. If this was a machete, if this was a knife, slice, blind, and strike, and strike. Usually on the first side is the first, and then you have secondary. First and secondary. Boom. Now you can use this motion. I say, if you're gonna use a knife, use this motion to cut, just to cut. If you go from cut, and now my hands right here, I can thrust. You don't want that. You don't want to thrust. Thrusting means you attempting to kill. But even if this was a street fight, you have a knife, guess what? You go to jail. And why? You go to jail for attempting murder charge. Unless you have a knife and he has a knife, then the cop was like, well, listen to me, you was trying to defend yourself. He had a knife, you pull out your knife, boom, boom, you ended the fight. If he's still alive, you're alive, you're good to go. If you killed him, you get 15 years. You possibly get 15 years for that. You go to prison. He's dead, you're not. You cut, he's gone. Anyways, I went on too long. I'm almost talking for an hour. I think the purpose of my video was to educate you guys on self-defense, karate, self-defense, the law. I'm not a lawyer. Just disclaimer that right now. I'm not a lawyer. But I'm educating you guys, about you have the right to know the law. And know your law and your area. What does you have standing your ground law? What does it say? Obviously I just told you it's on the Castle Doctrine law. But you cannot use that on the streets. Now street fights happens. You're not gonna carry a stick on you unless you're some kind of psycho. You're not gonna be like Kick-Ass and carry two sticks. And if you're gonna carry a stick like this, two of them, at least know how to use them. At least know how to use one. If you can't hit like this or hit this way, you don't know the proper X pattern, and you haven't learned the exercise drill. You can learn this shit on YouTube for free. Kali, Eskrima, Belantabog, you can learn Belantabog, you can learn Serrata, you can learn all kinds, Dos Apores, all kinds of Kali, I call all kinds of Eskrima channels, Philippine martial arts, where you can learn how to use sticks. Whether or not they certified, but you can learn. And you can practice at home. For more martial arts tips, as informations, about any self-defense knowledge you want, come to my page. I'll be here live on Mondays to answer your questions, Q&A, tips, all that fun stuff about martial arts. Till next time, guys. I'm out.